Today, great privilege to be interviewing the great man, Ruben James Wiki. Ruben, where did you come from and what is your family made up of, mate?
Righto, Steve. Raised in Otara, South Auckland. One brother, one sister. Mum raised 3 kids, literally on her own in South Auckland, so that's pretty awesome achievement on her own to do that. And married man, 2 sons, I won't say her full name, and 2 kids, Denzel and Mackenzie, bro.
Going through the grades, you played for which clubs? What was your most memorable moment as a junior coming through the grades, and which clubs did you play for?
Probably the first game for Otara Scorpions under 8s. Mum took me down there, Ngāti Otara Park in Otara, and never played footy before, so she just told me to grab the ball and run. So I ran, got tackled, cried. So Mum stood at the end of the field under the post and told me to run to her, so I did, and scored tries ever since.
And was Otara the only team you played for?
No, I went to the Otahu Leopards from 13 upwards, stayed there for about 5 years, and then moved to Canberra. I got to play first grade in '93 on the wing against Newcastle, up in Newcastle, so Joey just bombed me all night and I just caught the ball with my eyes closed.
So you had a couple of pretty good players in your team. Who was your favourite player to play with, and what was the atmosphere like in such a star-studded team of Canberra Raiders?
Yeah, star-studded side, as you said. Mal Meninga was my idol when I was growing up, and I got the privilege to rub shoulders with him at training and just grab some advice from one of the legends of the games. And you had Laurie Daly, Brady Clyde, and the list goes on. So I was very honoured to be amongst so many legends in one team, and especially in Canberra, being a one-town team. So fond memories, bro, and picked a bit of knowledge from every one of them, and it's probably why I'm still standing now.
So we go from playing for Canberra, and you're lucky enough to have a few games for the mighty Kiwis. Yep. Your first test, and then obviously another 55 later. How was it? And how hard is it not to be playing for the Kiwis now?
Winning the grand final in Canberra in '94, got the opportunity to play with the Kiwis. There's a tour to Papua New Guinea, and as you know, it's not a pretty place to go to. But they were mad on Canberra Raiders over there, and with their beautiful smiles, the red teeth and the beetle nut was fantastic. But I think on that tour, I think one of the games when we played the Comals, we had tear gas thrown at us at half time, and everyone had to duck for cover, so that was pretty out just to calm the crowds down. Those old glass Coke bottles get thrown on the field, so we had to duck for those too. So they let the dogs rip into the crowd, so that's pretty eye-opener. But one I'll never forget, and I had like Tony Iro and Tawa Nico, or Matthew Ridge, all the legends of the game in the Kiwi jersey. So that was awesome. First year in first grade, and then getting to play test footy and 55 times after that, so that was pretty neat.
So we go from the Kiwis now to moving to the Warriors. 4 years ago you came over, moved the family from Canberra. It was probably a massive decision having been at Canberra for so long, and what things did you consider before you came to the Warriors?
I think I think you're going through the same thing, and when I was going through the contract decisions, and you were in the pipeline of coming over too. Plus, for the kids being born in Australia, they get to grow up with their cousins, and coming back, trying to give something back to Warriors, and all the young guys coming through is probably something I missed kind of back in the day. So it's funny how it all turned out. But I think when I found out that you were coming over, so I thought, he's been a one-club man too, so that kind of swayed me to come over.
In 300 games this year, the 10th player in the NRL's history to do that. What does that mean to you, and how hard was it to actually achieve?
Well, I didn't really kind of take notice of it, So with all the suspensions, it's pretty. Still got to get it, So that's pretty cool. 23 weeks of suspensions, far out. But I think those are a blessing in disguise. But to be in the elite 300 club is, I'm very, very honoured. And NRL is the toughest comp in the world, and to do it so long and get get 300 games is pretty tough, but it's good to be the first Kiwi to do it, bro. So you know, you're not far off. So we'll celebrate yours. 300 cups. Yours can't go.
And to say that, the longevity, it's been well documented. The carver is your secret. How long have you been into the carver? Who introduced you to it? And what are you going to do when you finish playing footy? You still going to rip into it?
Big time. I think the carver was introduced to the grand final after we won the grand final. Noah Njuku's rung the Fijian embassy on our second day on the drink, and we're at a pub in Queanbeyan, New South Wales, and this big limo's turned up with a big carver bowl and the carver. No one in it, just a bowl in the carver. So we come straight in the pub and we started mixing. I said, "Oh man, this is me," and kind of dabbled in it from then on, but. Started to get heavy into the carver from my late 20s, and just going to some mates' house after the games on a Sunday and mixing it and watching the Warriors from Queanbeyan play and stuff, and getting doped on the carver and relaxing the muscles, and it's been a little blessing in disguise, the old carver, and it's an aphrodisiac. The next day, people, me and wife get pretty close. Gets all the boys together after a game, and probably keeps the boys out of trouble too.
All right, mate. Thank you very much, Ruben Wiki. It's been great talking to you. We've got a few games to go this year. Hopefully we'll get the results and we'll send you out the way you deserve, buddy.
My man, 300.